All right, good evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. We had a couple of isolated showers early this afternoon in Houston on this Tuesday afternoon. Maybe you got wet, maybe you didn't. They didn't last long. Sun came back out, gave us the free sauna effect where it did get wet. I think we go through the rest of the evening very quiet. However, rain chances are going to ramp up tomorrow. I've got 40%. The latest model runs coming in, especially the rapid refresh, is painting a little bit more of a wet weather picture tomorrow. So that rain chance at 40%, we may need to bump that up a little bit. Bottom line, be prepared for a few scattered showers tomorrow, maybe an isolated thunderstorm tomorrow, anywhere from Huntsville all the way down to the Galveston coast. As a disturbance comes in, then the heat of the afternoon will work on our unstable atmosphere. So rain chance 40% Wednesday. Rain chances drop off to 0 as we go into a hot, dry, summer-like weekend, upper 90s to near 100 going into Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, a wet weather pattern moves in. So we're going to get a little taste of a couple of seasons over the next 7 to 10 days. 40% rain chance on Wednesday, 92. 20% chance on Friday, 95. 98 as we head into the weekend. And temperatures will flirt with 100, especially as we head into Sunday. That'll be the hottest day of the bunch. High temp today went to 90. Normal is 91. Record is 98, set on this day back in 1960. And the record low is 52, set on this day back in 1970. I'd prefer the 52 to the 98, but we'll take what we get. And I wanted to share this with you again. This is our tower camera, which is way up. This is 2,100 feet up on top of our broadcast tower near Missouri City. In fact, you're looking at the lights in the homes of Missouri City. Off in the distance, Med Center and downtown. The atmosphere is not clear. It's not clear blue sky in between the clouds. It's hazy. That is a little bit of dust from the Sahara Desert in Africa that's already come across. So we're already seeing a little bit of dust in the atmosphere. We'll see that the rest of the week. We will see it even more as we head into Friday and Saturday as another little push of dust comes in. It's nothing over the top. It's not impacting air quality, but it's why the sky looks a little hazy. And here's the dust forecast. Big plume comes into Florida and then kind of thins out. You know, last week the forecast was for the heart of that plume to come all the way to Houston. That has changed. Really looks like we're only going to get a glancing blow from the dust, where Florida and the Bahamas get most of the dust. So I've got hazy late week. It may not be much different than it is right now. So the dust doesn't look to be anything over the top coming in over the next few days into Friday and the weekend. Galveston, beautiful, pelicans galore. And it's 85 down in Galveston as we begin the Tuesday evening. Hobby 87, Sugar Land 87, Conroe 86. It has been just a beautiful day in Galveston, even in Houston. That southeast breeze had kept it very comfortable. Pleasure Pier looking good. You can see how it is a little hazy in the sky down in Galveston as well. Rest of the evening, just kind of sticky. We'll stay in the 80s through dinner time, through bedtime, into 1 a.m., still 80 degrees. But that heat and humidity may help to fuel the arrival of some scattered showers and thunder showers early in the morning. Now, this is the radar loop. We've been quiet the past couple of hours. I think we'll stay that way. But going into North Texas, here's the action. Rain and thunder, a line of it crossing the Red River, Oak City, down to just west of Dallas. Rain and thunder showers as a disturbance rolls in here. And you can see they've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings and even some rotating supercells. Tornado warning here for that cell just south of Wichita Falls. This one just south of Graham got a severe thunderstorm warning. So hail and an isolated tornado up in North Texas this evening and tonight. But it is this cluster of storms that will weaken but make a run at coming down I-45 and getting us wet tomorrow morning. Here's the map at 2 a.m. in the morning. Watch the line of storms. I'll put it in motion, and here it comes. So by 5:30, it's approaching Madisonville, Huntsville, College Station, but it's weakening as well. So that's 5:30 in the morning. We'll move this forward into 8 o'clock and watch how it pushes in. It just kind of falls apart. Now, it will give us a chance for rain for the commute tomorrow morning. That's 8 a.m. So between 5:30 and 8 a.m., scattered showers and a couple of claps of thunder are possible for the commute. We'll go into lunchtime. Scattered showers most likely toward the coastal counties by the time we get to 11:30 noon. But what will be happening now is back north, the sun's going to come out. We're going to begin to warm up. The atmosphere remains unstable. And so in the afternoon, there we go, scattered showers and thunder showers popping up, hit or miss, as we head into 3:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday. And watch how even as we go into the evening hours, 6, 7, 8, 8:30, models now continuing to pop up little showers and a couple of thunder showers, northern half of the area stretching back into the hill country as a little disturbance hangs out there as well. So tomorrow, any way you slice it, at any moment during the day, it's about a 40% chance for a scatter shower or thunder shower. We're doing great as far as our drought conditions. We don't have them here for most of Houston, southeast Texas. We get a little bit dry as you head out into Colorado County. It's exceptional drought, San Antonio west into the Big Bend in West Texas. So the rainfall outlook is interesting. Although we are going to get very hot and dry for the weekend, next week, particularly the 9th through the 13th, looks wet. We're going to have a little boundary set up here, plenty of humidity, disturbances rolling in from the north and west. So we're going to go back into a wetter weather pattern with daily rain chances, maybe some pretty strong thunder showers from time to time next week. What about temperatures? Well, okay, here's our heat wave. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, upper 90s. And then that's the rain chance coming in with temps dropping back down into the low 90s. So we get a little rain tomorrow, we get hot and dry going into the weekend, maybe 100 in some neighborhoods Sunday, and then the rain comes in starting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to give us some relief. Temperature-wise, we are slated to stay above normal, but I got to tell you, last time we had a wet weather pattern, like the one that's forecast to come next week, our temperatures highs many afternoons were only in the 80s, so that may be adjusted in the coming days. It will be below normal across a big chunk of the middle part of the country. All right, tropics. So we're quiet right now. There is no active storm. There's the Gulf, there's Houston. And you see the spot the hurricane's keeping an eye on. There's a little disturbance right here where the X is. Over the next couple of days, it will slowly move up the Georgia and Carolina coast, and once it gets in here, that's when it will have a 10% chance for some tropical development. Scattered showers and thunder showers just kind of festering down here over Florida and the Bahamas. Nothing there yet, but the models do suggest that over time, as the storms just kind of hang out here for several days, Thursday we go into Friday. Friday is when we might be able to pinch off a low between Charleston, South Carolina, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. If something does form here, it's going to scoot back into the open waters of the Atlantic. So this is not something that's going to come around and threaten the Gulf of Mexico. And other than a rainmaker, it shouldn't be that much. Even if it does form into a system, we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, here's Wednesday. And again, each day part, 40% chance for a scattered shower or thunder shower in the morning, 40% by noon, 40% in the afternoon. High temp goes to 92, but this makes for a wet morning commute. A little bit wet for lunchtime, and in spots wet for the evening commute. So take an umbrella and download the app, and you got the radar and the updates right in your hand. Here's the extended forecast then. Now pay attention to temperatures. So Thursday 95, Friday 98, Saturday 98. We've written in there hazy sun because earlier runs had a lot of dust coming in for Friday and Saturday. I don't know now that it's going to be much more than we have right now. Maybe a little bit hazy, but that's what that's there for. So 98 though, Friday and Saturday. If you're working outside, you work construction, you're on a road crew, you're a roofer, you're building a house right now, Friday and Saturday, even Thursday, Friday and Saturday, very hot and humid. Firefighters, first responders, going to be very hot for you guys. Make sure you're using all of your hot weather precautions, first responders. Sunday, 99. Some models are pushing us to near 100 on Sunday. And then the rainy weather pattern comes in. 40% rain chance Monday, 50% rain chance on Tuesday. And if the timing is right on these storms Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, maybe we can knock these high temps that are forecast to be in the 90s otherwise down into the 80s if we can get that rain to come in early afternoon and keep us from getting too terribly hot. All right, gang, that's where we stand on this Tuesday evening. Have a great rest of the day and rest of the week, guys.